So Pig 64 Part 2 actually has a huge problem and a lot of drama behind it because of the delays. Now if you haven't heard, Pig 64 Part 2 has been delayed once again. So pretty much earlier today, the I2R development team Twitter account released this statement saying, "It is with a heavy heart that we announce that Pig 64 Part 2 can no longer be released on August 17th. It is very important to us that we make every effort to produce the best product possible, and to do that we need a little bit more time. There are some big things in the works and we want to put our best foot forward to make them happen, but for now we hope you can trust in what we've got going. You'll be hearing from us again very soon. Sincerely, I2R Minitoon." Anyway, so a lot of people actually got mad about this. Now you may be wondering, why were people even getting mad about this if this is only the second time it's been delayed? Well, there's actually a couple factors, but the first part is the fact that we actually don't know when this is going to release. In a tweet from Piggy News, they say, "Pig 64, AJ Fried has revealed some important information. Part 2 is coming in 2024. Part 2 is the last part before the Thing collab game. Minitoon's announcement this week is not related to Pig 64. Now, the main thing I want to focus on is that Part 2 is coming in 2024. The big problem I can even agree with as well is the fact that we actually had a set date on when this was going to release. And we knew it was going to be somewhere in around the time of August because of the dates we had gotten, which were August 2nd and August 17th. Now, the problem that people are having with this is that pretty much the I2R development team was actually pretty certain on when this was going to come out, and now they're just like, oh yeah, it could come out in the next month, it could come out in the next couple months, it could come out in the next 4 months, I don't know. And like I said earlier, the I2R development team actually received quite a bit of hate from this, and while I feel a lot of it was unnecessary, I do understand why people can be mad for this being delayed once again. This isn't the worst part about it though, because why wouldn't it be? So you guys may remember this Piggy fan game right here, which is actually called Piggy the Lost Book. Now the term fan game really doesn't apply to this game actually anymore because it actually collabed with Piggy. This was all the way back in 2022 though. Now you may be wondering, if it collabed with Piggy, why haven't you heard much about it? Well, that's because even though they announced a collab all the way back in 2022, we still haven't gotten the collab. Now around the time of this collab, Derby, who is actually one of the main developers of Piggy the Lost Book and one of the main developers of the I2R development team, pretty much said something big is coming, a new journey before Piggy Intercity. Piggy the Lost Book X Piggy is in process to be announced. Projected May 2023, 12 chapters, 2 years of work. Now while they didn't give a specific date for when we could actually expect this collab, it's been around a year and a half since that projected date has passed. And I'm going to be honest, I don't even think they made a statement like the I2R development team saying that we would receive news about it soon. Now the reason I bring this up is that Pig 64 Part 2 and Piggy the Lost Book were actually highly anticipated. And not to mention the same developers that work on the I2R development team, some of them also work on Piggy the Lost Book. And I'm pretty sure these are some of the first projects they actually worked on, and these delays are getting pretty huge. And these factors, along with the others, have started making people a little bit mad about all of these delays. It's also making some people lose trust in the development team. Hey Sam Fam, a little editor's note here. A lot of people are actually getting mad as well for another point that I forgot to make in this video. If you were a fan of TLB, you actually may have recalled Chapter 4. Well, if you look at the game, you're actually not going to see Chapter 4. Pretty much though, before the collab actually ever happened with Piggy, TLB was supposed to be its own standalone game that was a Piggy fan game that I assume probably would have 12 chapters. And a tweet here by Derby, he pretty much says, "Hey everyone, here's some news on TLB. Yes, Chapter 4 will be worth the wait. Yes, it is near, and no, other chapters will take a year. They will take 1 to 3 weeks to release. We're looking to be at Chapter 6 or 7 by the time 2023 comes around, however this may change." Now this post was actually in October of 2022, meaning that this chapter had been worked on anywhere previous of October of 2021. Now I can understand why the chapter isn't out today, and that's probably because once the collab actually happened, they stopped putting their focus into that chapter. Like I said though, the game still doesn't have Chapter 4 even after 2 years, nor Chapter 6 or 7 or any of those chapters. Just another reason that people are actually hating on this dev team about this delay and all that, and I thought I would just inform you guys. With that being said though, let's go ahead and let's get back to the video. Now if I haven't already said it, no hate to the developers or the dev team or anybody like that. I know a lot of people are getting mad about this and I'm a little bit disappointed myself, but I really don't have any clue about the developer aspect of any of this. If anybody from the team is actually watching this video though, what I would recommend doing is giving somewhat of a release date. There are a lot of games that actually, instead of projecting a month or a day or anything like that for an update to release, they usually do a time frame. So probably the most common type of time frame that you'll actually see with updates releasing would be a summer or winter or anything like that. So like for instance, if Pig 64 Part 2 does follow through with being the end of this year, you could say it comes out in fall of 2024 or in winter of 2024, and that actually gives you a couple months to actually work through. I think the big reason though why people are getting mad is that we actually had a specific date for this to release, and then it keeps getting pushed off and delayed. With that being said though, what are your guys' opinions on this drama? If you guys did enjoy this video though, or found it informative, make sure that subscribe button. And hey, since you watched this video all the way to the end, I'm sure that you'll enjoy this video on screen now. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you later, Sam Fam.